You guys seem fun. You all on Molly? What's happening here? Big Molly crowd. I'm old, so I did ecstasy. At some point, it got rebranded. And it's funny because I asked a buddy of mine what's the difference between Molly and ecstasy, and this guy's like total conspiracy theory guy. You know, believes all of them. Like 9/11 was an inside job. The Elders of Zion meet at the Denver airport. There's only one Olsen twin. All of them. And yet, when I ask him what's the difference between Molly and ecstasy, he legitimately said this to me. He's like, "Oh, well, Molly's 100% pure MDMA." Oh, really? Who told you that? Your drug dealer? Did your drug dealer tell you your drugs are 100% drugs? That's kind of the job. It's like some guy being like, I just found out my social security number is completely safe. Oh yeah? Who told you that? This Nigerian prince I met online. Told me, don't worry about it. We gotta loosen up about this stuff, you know? Like steroids, that should be fine, I think, in sports. Here's my theory. It should be fine to be on performance-enhancing drugs as long as you're also taking performance-worsening drugs. Do you know what I mean? It should be fine to be on steroids if you are also on magic mushrooms. Because I would love to see a linebacker on steroids. I would love to see that, you know? He's just kneeling at the 50-yard line, staring at his own shadow. Coach is like, you got to tackle that guy. He's like, yeah, coach, I was going to tackle that guy. Then I realized, we're the same person. I'd just be tackling myself. I smoked weed with my mom. I did. Well, my mom, she had this disease called MS, and she was paralyzed from the neck down. And I know that's how most great jokes start. But... she lived out in Humboldt County, California, and got medicinal marijuana. And I would go out there to visit her, and she'd be like, Matthew, do you want to smoke weed with me? And I'm a good son. Blood is thicker than resin. I learned my lesson. And she's like, go get the bong, go get the weed. And I got to tell you, this weed out there is amazing. It's the kind of weed that people always want you to smell first before you smoke it. You know, these people like, bro, this weed's amazing. You got to smell it. I was like, yeah, you realize that's not how we do that drug, right? It's kind of like being like, oh, this cocaine's incredible. You got to listen to it. Oh, yeah, that does sound like misplaced confidence. All right. And I do hear a shitty European DJ. Wow. Must be good. But my mom has me pack this bong, and we smoke it, and I'm stoned out of my head. Out of my head, and then my mom's like, you know what? Pack a second bong. I'm like, really? All right, so we pack a second bong, smoke all of that. Have you ever been so stoned you just know that somewhere in the house there's a chocolate cake? You just feel it in your bones. That's how stoned I am. And then my mom was like, you know what? Pack a third bong. Yeah, I want to give you all an important piece of advice. Never try to outsmoke a paralyzed person. They're going to win every time. All right? She's finally got a leg up on this one. It's the truth. And I told her, she's like, Mom, I smoke so much weed, I can't even get off the couch. She's like, welcome to our world, son. And then she dropped a microphone. I was like, where'd that come from?